Hi guys, it's Green Screen here today, and this is my A to Z build series, and we're on C now. So this is going to be the speed build for C. I'm just going to ramble on about nonsense and just tell you a little bit about the build. So I have just recently kind of been playing around with the terrain tools, and I've just become a little bit obsessed with them. So I wanted to build a cave house, obviously C, cave. C, the first letter is C. I know my alphabet basically, so yeah, I'm good at alphabets. Anyway, so I wanted to do like a Cave of Wonders style thing, but then I thought, like, who would live in like a cave house? So basically it's a basement house, because obviously it's not above ground. So the cave is the entrance to the house, and then the whole house is underground. So I thought the best person to live in a cave would be someone who was really evil. So the lady that I've actually made for this build is an evil sim. She's mean, she's evil, I can't remember what her last trait is. I think she might be self-assured, and she's in the criminal career, and she lives in a cave house. But then also I didn't want it to look inviting. I didn't want people to be like, oh, there's a cave over there, let's go explore it. So I've tried to make it as like I don't know, as dark and dingy and horrible as I possibly can. So all I did basically to do the entrance was just kind of manipulate the terrain around it, and then just kind of add a load of rocks in. Some of the rocks look a little better when they're scaled up compared to other ones. Some of them kind of look a little out of focus, like that one on top, and I do change those because it's not, I don't know, they just don't look as good basically. So I've kind of gone for the ones that do. And also I'm sort of disappointed a little bit that you can't, when you move the terrain, it moves all the rocks with it, and I wanted to be able to kind of make the terrain sort of mingle with the rocks a bit better, like kind of go underneath them, because as you can see sometimes it looks a little bit like they're very like uniform and sort of not, they don't go in. But anyway, that is the best that I could do, so that's that. But yeah, I mean, hopefully there might be a cheat or something that can kind of make the terrain sort of go around objects rather than just kind of move the objects with them. But anyway, so I want to put a little bit of foliage on there and just kind of made it look a bit overgrown, like what I imagine a cave would look like. I mean, I don't really spend much time in caves, believe it or not, so I'm not up on what they actually look like. But yeah, I don't know, it's kind of I don't know, just like I said, like an evil sim lair, so somewhere that has a lot of evil doings. Yeah, I didn't really do anything with the outside of the house because I didn't want it to look like somebody lived there, so it is just basically just a mound of earth, and then all the stuff is downstairs basically. So there's no pool, there's nothing like that. It's kind of like very basic. There is a hidden area to the, no, not, it's not even hidden though, to be honest with you, because you're gonna see it straight away. But I've kind of made it into like somewhere where the evil sim would bring someone back and, you know, interrogate them. So there's like a little area for that. Also, I really wanted I wanted it to light up red, the entranceway, so I kind of played around with the lights to try and get those to light up red. So I don't know, again, it's like kind of gives it this unwelcoming kind of look to it. I do put those like little spotlights back, but the more I think about it, I probably might get rid of them before I upload it to the gallery. I'm gonna upload it to the gallery as soon as I've posted the speed build. So yeah, that'll be available to download on my gallery page, which is Green Screen 02. I'll put everything up on screen so you can see. And yeah, so for the interior of this build, I've gone for like kind of sort of modern, very sparse. I mean, I imagine that she's got a lot of money, which she has, because I cheated her to have a lot of money. Obviously from stolen goods. And so I wanted her to have like a very grand house downstairs, and first off I just did this big square, but then I thought I don't really want it all to be like really square. I want it to still have kind of interesting rooms in there. I don't want it to be like just a complete, I don't know, just like really symmetrical and stuff like that. So I tried to like sort of make the rooms all like different sizes and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know, I think I like the way the layout turned out, and I actually put a corridor in later on, so and I'm quite happy with how it's turned out. Oh, and then I realised that the lights had come through the back of the cave, so had to go and delete those. I went for something different in the kitchen. I've actually used the what are they called, like the fish tanks, to, I don't know, give a bit of a feature in there. I wanted to put like water around the edge, just because I thought there's no windows in this place, obviously for obvious reasons, it's underground, but I didn't want it to just, I don't know, kind of not have anything to look at, over walls to just be like blank. So I wanted to put like some water features around and stuff, but then obviously if I did that, then the water would be on the top level as well, and I didn't want that. So I decided against that. I just went for these fish tanks in there, and then I wanted to put something underneath just to kind of I don't know, so they don't just look like they're floating, because they're not quite tall enough, but if you size them up they were too big, so I went for that. And then I don't know, it created this nice little recess area like that I could use to put like the stove in and stuff. So I don't know, I like it when things just turn out, you know, when you're just building in the game and then it just turns out exactly as you wanted it to, and you're just like, oh yeah, I planned that. I mean, I never plan it, but yeah, that turned out exactly as I wanted it to. I'm a very kind of eclectic builder. I start off in one room and then I go to another, like I've just done there with the entrance hall. I just thought, right, I want a table in there, put one in, and then I went into the kitchen to start doing the kitchen. I couldn't figure out what colour scheme to use. So I wanted it to be like kind of, what's the word, like menacing, is that the word? I kind of wanted it to be like, she's an evil sim, so I wanted her home to like represent evil. So I kind of went for dark colours, but then I didn't want it to be too dark, so as you can see I've gone for the white, but then I've like sort of swapped between having like the blue and the black cupboard, so that it kind of, I don't know, it looks modern, but it also looks like kind of sinister, I guess. And yeah, I'm like I said, I'm quite happy with how it's turned out. Like, it kind of looks, I think it looks alright. Well, you could tell me down below, do you think it looks alright? Because if you think it looks alright, then I think it looks alright. I imagined that she wouldn't have that many people come down here, or if she did, then they would all probably be evil people, so or who knew what was going on. So I've not done much of an entertaining like kind of house. It's just very much a like place to live. There is 2 bedrooms, or is there 3 bedrooms? No, there's 2 bedrooms, the master bedroom and then a spare room, which I'm actually sort of planning to do maybe put a butler in there, because I feel like she would have a butler that would help with all the evil doings. And yeah, at the moment it's a single sim. She's not got a family or anything like that, but that doesn't mean to say that she won't have one. So I'm going to play eventually, once I've done all these A to Z builds. I think what I will do is I'll go and start playing with each of the families and like giving them proper stories and stuff, because that might be quite nice. Yeah, like actually use what I've done, because I have sort of done background stories for each sim. I've made it so that they've all got their own like kind of meaning as to why I've built them. So like, for instance, she's an evil sim. The barn conversion was a couple that had bought this rundown barn and wanted to kind of invest some money in it and make like themselves a bit of property. And then I think the first guy in the A-frame home, he's a bit of a painter, he's a bit like a nature person, maybe he likes to go travelling and stuff like that, and he built his own house, so he built himself an A-frame home. So yeah, everyone's got their own little story, so I would actually quite like to go and play with them all and expand on the stories that I've I've made up for them, and I'm especially excited to play with this sim that is evil, because I don't really play with the evil traits very much, which is shocking really, because like I'm evil. Well, I'm a little bit evil. And I don't know, it's quite nice, isn't it? Like I want to do something that I wouldn't do in real life, so I wanted to go and play with her and kind of like see what she gets up to, and I like maybe she could be like the evil person in town and everybody knows who she is kind of thing, and they can't really do anything about it. And then maybe we could, in fact, that's given me a really good idea. Now I'm going off on a tangent. Maybe I can make like a hero person, like, and they can live in like a hero house or something. I don't know, I'll have to come up with something. Like, what kind of house would a hero live in? I'm not sure. And what letter would that be? So, well, I'll have to come up with something, because obviously, you know, if there's evil in the town, we need some good. So I have to come up with a different story. I am like really trying hard to kind of make builds where I don't use so many different packs, but it's just so difficult because I just like so many different items from different packs. I will eventually, I might like try and do some like true base game builds ready for, I don't know, because if I do want to upload this save file to the internet so people can actually use it, I guess I'm going to have to make it accessible for more people, so I'll have to start doing some base game builds. But we'll see, because it's difficult. Yeah, so this is the corridor that I put in, because I thought I didn't really want it to be that you had to walk through all the different rooms to get to different places. So you can go either, there's two entrances off the main hall, so you can either go that way through and to where this sofa is that I've just put in and go around that way, or you can go through the kitchen and dining room and then onto the rest of the house. So I don't know, it depends on which way your sim decides to go, isn't it? Because they never go the way you want them to, so I'll have to see how that is. So yeah, this is meant to be the butler's room, so I haven't put too much in there for them, because I mean, well, they don't need that much, do they really? So, and I put them a clock in so that they know when they've got to get up and actually do some work. So, you know, I'm kind to my Sims. I'm really like obsessed with those built-in wardrobes. Like, I seem to be using them in all my builds at the moment, but it's just, I don't know, I like them. I think they look good. I realised quickly that there is a lot of space in this build, but then I didn't want to, I don't know, I kind of, if a build is too big, then I get bored while I'm decorating it. It has to be like kind of the right size that I don't sort of run out of steam and then it starts, I don't know, all looking the same. So yeah, so I kind of tried to like split up rooms and just make them like, rather than having massive bedrooms and stuff like that, because realistically, yeah, you might have a big bedroom, but if you're not going to put much in there, then to me there's no point in having a large bedroom. So I kind of tried to make them more realistic in size and just enough room for like the bed, and she's still going to have a large place, and there's that area over there where she can get ready and stuff like that. So I don't know, I kind of tried to come up with a bit of a happy medium for how big the rooms were so they didn't look too stupid. And the main problem that I'm finding at the moment is I just don't feel like there's enough art in the game, like enough kind of different styles of paintings and different sizes and stuff like that. Like, we need more artwork, because all my builds just seem to have all the same kind of colours and art, and because there is only so much to choose from, you end up using the same like the same colours for every single build, because you know that you've got artwork to match it. And so I don't know, I'm thinking about possibly trying to do some custom content myself, like to actually like some custom artworks myself, just to put in the game and stuff that I would like to see. So watch out for that. I might do that at some point this week, see if I can try and do it. I need to watch a few tutorials first on how to actually make custom content, If anybody does know how to make custom content then and knows any good videos showing how to do that, then link them below, because I would like to watch them. It's something that I've been wanting to do for a while, so I'd be quite happy to see what other people have done and how you do it. And I think I've got a little bit of an idea. I need to download some software to do it, but I am by no means an artist, so I'm gonna have to I don't know, maybe do some Photoshop work to some pictures maybe that I've already got, or maybe go out and take some photos or something. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I'm just rambling on about that. Also, I don't know if anybody else is having this problem in the game, but why is the top of that desk so pixelated? Why is the texture on it not right? I mean, it should be okay, the rest of the game's alright. It must be a problem with the item, because I've got the game playing on ultra settings, so I don't see why that would be a problem with the desks. Nothing else does it. No, it's just like the black colour almost kind of doesn't look right. But anyway, if anybody knows how to fix that, also put that in the comments. I'm asking you to put a lot in the comments down below, but don't feel obliged. That's just my like I said, I'm just rambling on about things while it's going, because you do run out of things to say. Like, you're literally running out of things to say. I don't know what to talk about. Let's talk about the weather. The weather, if you're in the UK at the moment, you might have noticed that we're having some very nice weather for spring, and I don't know, I'm very happy about it because it means that I get to wear all my nice like jackets rather than the big coat that I have. That just gets a bit boring when you got to wear that all winter, and then it gets to spring and you still got to wear it. So yeah, the weather is very nice. Anyway, this is meant to be the secret hidden room. It's not secret, nor is it hidden, but it's got a jail in it, so she can... Also, I really struggled to find the jail door. It's so hard to find. Eventually I ended up, like, because I couldn't figure out if any of those were the door, but they're not. So I was like, where is it? And then I tried like searching jail door, as you can see right there, and I couldn't find it anywhere. So then I ended up like, eventually I think I just got the I just like filtered it so that it just showed the get to work pack stuff items, and it's in there, and it doesn't, I don't think it tells you what category it's in, so I'll have to remember next time when I need to find it that's how I find it. But yeah, so this is meant to be like kind of an interrogation area. I guess she is an evil sim, so she's probably would kidnap people and try and interrogate them for information. And then I also realised that there is a lot of items that come with the criminal career, so I wanted to try and find those and put those around the place, so that, you know, it's like and I will go, I'm going to have to go in and kind of level her up in the criminal career as well, to make that more realistic. So yeah, so I kind of go around and I'm trying to, I got the, that's the little table thing from Strangerville, what is it called now? I can't remember what it's called, but you know where you like listening, you put bugs on people and then you can listen into them. That's the table from that, because I thought, you know, she probably would do that, listening on people so she can get information. And yeah, so I did the unlock all thing cheat so that I could find the stuff from the criminal career, but I couldn't find the ATM machine. I didn't know where that was, so that's the only, as far as I'm aware, that's the only item from the criminal career that I haven't got yet, but I think you get that pretty early on, so it's not too bad. Yeah, so I just wanted to, I didn't want that room to have too much in it though, because again, it is the jail cell. It's supposed to be quite like dull and, you know, like boring kind of thing. You don't want them to have like too much to do while they're in jail, do you? So yeah, so I'm just kind of go back to the entrance hall and put some artwork in. Yeah, I couldn't figure out what to have in there, and I didn't want it to be too cluttered, and then I also didn't want it to be too welcoming, because I figured that it wouldn't. We don't want people to actually come and see us. So I don't know. It just kind of needs to serve a purpose, doesn't it? Obviously it's very light down here because it wouldn't be if I didn't put all those like little spotlights in. I wanted to give it like I didn't want it to be too like kind of creepy and dingy down there. I think this is where I was trying to find the ATM machine. I was trying to find like if there's any more criminal clear stuff, and then I go upstairs and play around with the lights of the cave. So I'm gonna stop talking now, and here's the screenshots coming up.